Aaron Gordon comes away with it for Denver.
That time Terrence Mann really aggressive off the bounce in that first possession, unable to convert. Good defense that time by the Clips.
Don't necessarily have numbers, but guess who does not seem to care? It is Norman Powell who gets the scoring started. How good was he in that postseason run? 20 games, 10 triple-doubles as Bones Highland knocks it and counted at a foul.
Good response that time by Bones Highland. It's not surprising because if you really watch him and you appreciate basketball, this is just what he does. And the way the offense is set up with constant movement, Aaron Gordon played last year in regards to solidifying that starting five and make some big shots defensively, ran the floor.
Covington with a hand in his face.
One-hand pass, speaking of which, Highland to Covington. I mean, and this is, he was coming off an injury-plagued season when he got to Denver when we were in the bubble. So he talked about just coming back healthy. Beautiful move by Highland. And once he was able to do that and acclimate his starting five, is the coordination on how the second unit is going to play as well.
Powell starting to heat up. Back-to-back buckets. Cuts the lead down to 2. My God, I looked at him.
No. I want you for those.
I don't think I could afford them. I can assure you that.
I said I'll get them.
You get them for me. Oh, man.
I think Indiana could be right there.
Oh, Pacers, you're absolutely right.
You know, so do you take out Miami? Where do you put Miami? So dropping Philly down, obviously. We're going to see a play here. Defense, the offense, the Clippers are able to get out and run and convert. But when you have teams like OKC, when you have teams like Orlando, Indiana.
It just changed with who was available, and it made everything so difficult. Nice hustle here. Powell puts up the shot. Good defense there in transition. And I think whatever the Clippers do this year, it's going to be because of Russell Westbrook, his energy, his positive leadership, and his overall example that he sets every single night. Highland steamrolls Hunter Tyson, counted on a foul.
Loco's defense that plucked the ball away that allowed Highland to use his God-given talent to get out in transition, absorb the contact, and get the foul.
Timeout, we take it with him. 6:45 to play in the first quarter.
And I was touring around with Steve. I mean, he was like wanting to know how high the floor was going to be up and all that. And I got to give it back to Brian. Bones Highland with the lay-in.
Give me that, and then in transition, seek it out, find it, lay it up.
Hunter Tyson misses on the other side. He played very well the other night. Michael Malone had to text him and said, don't let anybody take your confidence. Keep shooting. He had been struggling earlier in the preseason.
Well, we saw this earlier in the first quarter, little footwork. You stay, I go, easy 2 off the glass.
Backup bookends, no backup center for Ivica Zubac. They went small, got clobbered on the glass seemingly every night. They didn't have a real backup point guard. It showed.
Talk about the backdoor cut. Watch Zoo, the Bones catch. KCP slipping a little bit because he's identifying and looking at Zubac inside and turns his back. A beautiful Coach Charlie wasn't happy with that. A beautiful backdoor cut, give and go by the Clips. But then you give up a layup right back in. That play, is this a year for Murray to finally make an all-star team? Which is interesting.
Considering where Denver was much of the year last year atop the Western Conference.
The length, and then watch the pass. Jumps up
in the 4 weeks of practice were the hardest part.
Oh, it was, you know, you had multiple beautiful passing that time, hitting Plumlee right in the middle.
He said, no, but I think the coaches may have, because it was late in the season. He maybe didn't get to kind of install all the offensive kind of tweaks. Nice defensive play by Plumlee ahead to Martin. Oh, Gazelle hops down the lane and lays it in.
Now that he's really comfortable in the system, you see this great hustle and block.
I'd be very curious to see how things would be in the last few years. Kobe Brown leaves it to Martin. Defense in his rear view.
Speed read this. Right there. You know, I'm going to go back to you. Oh, cannot wait to the season starts.
Martin inside. What a feed. What a finish.
Look at this. Right here. Never brought it down. It does. You know, and for big, again.
And it's scary because he's frightening on both sides of the ball. What a shot by Kobe Brown. It's a long 2 for him.
Yeah, you know, and we get caught up so much in his talent and the things that he can do at 7'4" that
7 boards, 6 points off the bench. You get out there and get after it like it's like almost your midseason form.
Yeah, feeling good. We had a really good camp, so I think guys are in shape and ready to go.
Yeah, how do you came here mid-season last year. You're here, started camp. Do you like the way this is all progressed?
For sure, it's been super helpful to have training camp with the guys. You know, coming in, I wouldn't even say mid-season. There's about 20 games left. That's always tough, you know, on the 4 of us that did it last year. But to have a camp with the team, with the coaches, is helpful.
What do you expect to bring to this team start of this season?
Some energy, leadership off the bench. You know, just someone solid where you know what you're going to get every night. And, you know, somebody that's just, you know, realizes that the opportunity at hand. You know, I've been in some situations where you don't have a chance in hell. So this is special to me, and I'm looking forward to it.
Now, you were diving for the ball over here earlier.
I got fouled.
You did. Like, he's diving all over the place. Mason Plumlee, as the season will get started next week, right here, Wednesday night. You ready?
We're ready.
Brian, back to you with Jimmy Jackson.
David, thanks, and Jimmy, as a man of the cloth, I can say that Plumlee is a godsend. Clippers end their preseason 2-2. Mason Plumlee, KJ Martin are ready to go.